Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today is going to be a lot of fun with our first boss fight with the main villain, Mysterio, who is determined to show all of New York that Spider-Man is a fraud. We will also pay a visit to Doc Ock, who's working on new, potentially dangerous tech. And of course, no episode of Spider Man will be complete without a classic pizza break. Oh, and before I forget, the question of the day is what Marvel superhero would you want to be? For such a subtle movie like Spider Man 2, even they had inspiration from the comics, with multiple shots being drawn directly from The Amazing Spider Man number 50, where one of the scenes shows Peter throwing away his suit. I know a lot of people really love the swinging in this game, but I for one find it very tricky to control, finding myself going sideways when I really just want to keep going straight, much preferring the Spider-Man PS4 approach.
Harry! About time you got here. Otto's a busy man. I don't want to keep him waiting.
Sorry, Harry.
Never mind, let's go.
Whoa.
Harry, it's good to see you again. Otto, your guests are here.
Harry?
Otto, Rose, let me introduce my good friend, Peter Parker.
It's a huge honor to meet you.
Parker? My friend Dr. Connors told me about a brilliant student of his named Parker, who can't seem to stay awake in class.
I'm sure Kurt has beaten him up enough already, Otto.
You're right, of course. This is my wife, Rosie, without whom I would be lost. She is my assistant and inspiration. Come and take a look at my masterpiece. There it is. Sustained fusion has never been possible before. Why?
Well, once the reaction reaches a certain point, it becomes impossible to contain and control it.
Exactly. Until now. Using tritium in the core.
Provided exclusively by Oscorp.
Yes, of course. As I was saying, tritium in the core lends the reaction more stability. And these arms are the key.
Amazing. How do they work?
Well, you see...
Peter, we don't want to keep Otto from his work.
In that case, Peter, won't you join us for dinner next time you visit? I'm sure Otto would be happy to explain more then.
I would love to. Thanks.
See you then.
I can't believe I
Now, I
actually
know
got to
we've
meet
mainly
Dr.
been
Otto on
seeing
TV.
Doc Ock in cutscenes, but don't worry, very, very soon we will be seeing him take on a much larger role.
Sorry about the damage. You're insured, right?
Alright, I think this is as good as time as any to take a pizza break. So, let's head over to the pizza shop and we can start doing some deliveries. Alright, I think that should be enough hero points, so let's go fly around for a little bit and hopefully we can move on to the next level.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you.
Cat and mouse, huh? I wonder if we're going to see a return of Black Cat in this chapter. We all know Kevin Feige as the mastermind behind the MCU, but his journey with Marvel started all the way back in the early 2000s, where his deep knowledge of the comics landed him an associate producer role on the X-Men. Soon later, he would get called back to return in Spider-Man 2 as an executive producer.
What is wrong with you people?
Wow, I wonder why they put these photo op tokens so far away. You know what? This is taking so long, I think we'll just cut to when we get there. Alright, and here we are. Here are all the photo tokens. Alright, here's our first stop. Kinda weird that we're not getting any actual pictures and that the Daily Bugle didn't give us this mission, but still, at least we're one down. By the way, guys, I just want to tell you, the final part for the Kung Fu Panda walkthrough is coming. It just needs to be scripted, and I haven't gotten around to that yet. Alright, last one. Doesn't look like it's too far away, and we'll see where the story takes us next.
Uh-oh. Guess I'd better check out that alarm. I'd know that silhouette anywhere. I'd better catch her.
Yeah, okay, so it's time for another Black Cat chase. Now, I do wonder, was that all the photo tokens, or were those just all the beginner tokens?
She's just toying with me. But she's right. I'm gonna lose her if I don't do something.
Damn it, she's fast. We keep losing her. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to be a lot easier for us to catch up with her now that we've slowed down the time a little bit. Okay, charge it up, take a leap, and we're almost at the top. Cool, skyscraper token. Hopefully we can get a few extra hero points for that. It sucks that this is such a tall building, making it easier for a Black Cat to lose us. No, we're not going to go for that skyscraper token. We need to stay focused, otherwise we're going to lose.
Nice night for a little swing through the city, isn't it?
I don't get you. Last time you were an ice queen, but now you're friendly. Make up your mind.
It's called a woman's prerogative. Not bad. I actually had to push myself this time.
Hand over those jewels you took.
Jules?
I saw you leaving that jewelry store. You know, the one with the alarm blasting.
I don't have any jewels.
Wait, what's your name?
Me? I'm Black Cat. And I just crossed your path. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Whoa. Black Cat, huh?
Okay, I'm confused now. Doesn't Spider-Man and Black Cat date in the comics? Meaning he should know
Cat seems okay.
Felicia
Maybe a little
Hardy's
bit of an
alter
attitude,
ego, right? Am I just thinking way too much into this and that this just takes place like before that happens?
I wonder if there's a Mr. Black Cat.
Okay, I'm confused now. Doesn't Spider-Man and Black Cat date in the comics? Meaning he should know Felicia Hardy's alter ego, right? Am I just thinking way too much into this and that this just takes place like before that happens? Anywho, I have no idea where I'm going, I'm just following that white dot.
Back at ya.
Spider-Man, over here, quick!
Oh, we're going to see MJ.
Peter, I guess you're running late. Or else you thought we were meeting at the movies. Anyway, the movie's starting soon, and I don't want to be late, so I headed over there. Meet me there, if you aren't already there.
I knew I was running later than I thought. I need to hurry. The movie's starting soon.
We all remember the iconic Spider-Man kiss in the alley. But did you know that it was that same alley in Spider-Man 2 where he threw away his suit? Wow, and we're here. That was quick.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you.
Hey, I'm not always late.
Alright then, I guess it's time we head back to the Daily Bugle and we can finally start off this Mysterio part.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick. Hey, Betty. Is Mr. Jameson around?
Pete, he just went in his office and he was fuming that you weren't here. Better go see him.
He was looking for me? Huh. Hi, Mr. Jameson.
What are you doing here? Get down to the sports arena, now!
Huh?
Quentin Beck has publicly challenged Spider-Man to go and prove he's for real. He's broadcasting on TV right now. I want pictures.
At the sports arena. Okay. So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
Continuing with the idea of movies that were actually from comics, Quentin Beck was actually introduced in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but actually started off pretending to be a hero before being revealed as a villain in issue 13.
Just joining us, Hollywood effects expert and Spider-Man critic Quentin Beck has issued a public challenge to the web-slinger. Bob, what do you think?
Well, Steve, it's a bold move, no doubt about it. Personally, my money's on Spider-Man.
All right, we'll have to see how it plays out. Here comes Quentin Beck now.
And now, your MC and host for this evening. You know his legendary work from such films as Cyborg Babysitter and Tears of an Alien Bounty Hunter. A man who has worked tirelessly for the entertainment of all mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce that master of film magic and illusion, that expert of the unknown, the one, the only, Quentin Beck!
Thank you for coming, Spider-Man. I knew you couldn't resist.
I don't like people building a career off bad-mouthing me, Beck.
What about that newspaper man, Jameson?
JJ? He just has a knack for hiring good photographers.
Well, Spider-Man, now that you're here, let's get right to it. Your first challenge will be something you're supposedly quite good at. Rounding up criminals.
That's it. All right, whatever.
Oh, there's more to it than that. After you collect each criminal, deposit him in one of the 3 holding pits here. And by the way, you'll only get a point if you use the pit with the green light. I'll be competing against you, and there will be 3 waves of criminals. If I, with no so-called superpowers, collect more criminals than you in the allotted time, then the world will be able to see clearly what a sham you are.
I don't know what happened to make you so delusional, Beck, but bring it on.
Well, it looks like they're getting ready to start. According to the press release, the city's Department of Corrections provided the criminals Beck and Spidey will be collecting.
Right, Steve. And virtually every one of these convicted criminals is someone Spider-Man helped capture, including one celebrity criminal, Herman Schulz, a.k.a. the Shocker.
Well, it should be interesting to see how that affects the results. Oh, it looks like they're starting.
Ready,
Okay,
Spider-Man?
the villain's there. They're coming from over there. Okay, let's go. No, I just want to drop you in the hole. I guess for now, this is the best way we can get the people into the hole, by going into the hole.
Go easy on me, Spidey.
It almost feels like Mysterio was going faster than us, or he was able to pick up more enemies at one time. Especially since this is like my 3rd time recording this boss fight.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Oh, easy on me, Spidey.
See what I mean? Like, how is he going that fast?
Quentin Beck has taken an early lead as Spider-Man
Okay, so that was round 1 out of 3. Hopefully we can still pull through, especially if we find out some sort of secret, some sort of weakness that Mysterio has. And is that actually a reference to The Amazing Spider-Man? With that poster saying The Amazing Me?
you.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man. And today,
wait a second.
Yeah, see? He can take like 2 at a time. I wonder if we could just like shoot a web at one of those guys and like yank the enemy out of his hands. No, we cannot. I just tried that.
They're on the third and last wave of criminals with Quentin Beck leading. Spidey is going to have to really work for it if he's going to pull this off.
What is your problem?
Okay, cool. So we don't even need to run all the way over there. We can just shoot them from wherever we are and then just throw them in the hole.
That's great.
No, don't do it. I didn't do nothing, I swear.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4. Flaming Ninja.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Hey, you promised no rough stuff.
That's all of them. How about it, Beck?
You're very clever, Spider-Man. You obviously have more tricks up your sleeve than I expected. Still, this last challenge will prove who is the better man once and for all.
Is that what this is really about, Beck? Proving that you're better than I am?
I don't have to answer that. You're the one being tested here, not me.
Whoa. Sounds like I hit a nerve.
This is our last challenge, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen how cleverly Spider-Man can maintain his illusion of heroism, but now, all his supposed skills and abilities will be put to the ultimate test in a one-on-one challenge against me. Here are the rules, Spider-Man. I have built an obstacle course. You will start here. All you have to do is reach the end of the course, hitting these switches along the way. I, meanwhile, will be manning an electric cannon. If I see you, you can be sure I'm gonna hit you with the cannon. Don't worry, the cannon is non-lethal, but once I hit you 3 times, the contest is over and I win.
That cannon doesn't sound too great, but if I back out now, I'll never live it down. Let's get this over with.
Well, I don't know about you, Bob, but from where I sit, things don't seem to be going so well for Quentin Beck.
I agree, Steve. He's going to have to do some pretty fancy shooting here if he wants anyone to take his claims seriously.
All right, now that you're in position, let's begin.
Mysterio was one of 6 of Spider-Man's first villains that would go on to create the Sinister Six, with Kraven the Hunter joining later.
That will be corrected soon enough.
Psychologists call that projection.
Come out, wherever you are.
Wow, very original.
I wonder how much of this is actually like a physical set and how much is just special effects from Quentin Beck.
Even the audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here. You're lucky I'm such a good sport, Beck. No intelligent person would put up with these tests.
Did you hear that, folks? Spider-Man admits that he's stupid. You gotcha! Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
Should have taken away my web powers, Mysterio.
You're lucky I'm such a good sport, Beck. No intelligent person would put up with these tests.
Did you hear that, folks? Spider-Man admits that he's stupid. You heard him.
Oh, please.
I wonder how many more obstacles we need to get through before we get to the end now. Yeah, sorry about getting that life back, everyone. It's just, I actually kind of died during this part, and this was just the closest safe checkpoint, so...
A good hit! As you can see, Spider-Man, I can hit you wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are!
Wow, very original.
Got you! Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
Made it. And as for you, Beck, stick with the movies. It's obvious reality is way too much for you to handle.
How could he? It isn't fair. He doesn't deserve the spotlight. It just isn't fair. Oh, he can't win. He won't win. That smug bug. Let's see how he likes it when I turn this cannon to maximum power. Oh. What? The laser is overheating? Oh, stupid machine! Work! Work! Come on, work!
Problems with your laser, Beck? I hear there are pills for that now. This was too easy, Beck. I guess I should thank you, though. I really needed some good press for a change. See ya.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. He shouldn't have won. All the work. The obstacle course. Yes, the obstacle course was good. Oh, the electric cannon. The electric cannon. Why? Why?
Hey, Beck, what was it like competing with Spider-Man? Is there anything that guy can't do?
Beck! Beck, what does this do to your theories about the web slinger? Are you ready to admit you were wrong?
Phew, that was exhilarating. Hopefully we'll have another boss fight with him, because that was a lot of fun.
Beck is the real phony here. Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from
After
Beck.
all that excitement for Mysterio, I could not think of a better time to end the video. So, thank you so much for watching, and remember to answer the question of the day. What Marvel hero would you want to be? And of course, remember to like and subscribe.